How's it going, YouTube? Today you guys are back with Next Tech Edit, and I'm here to talk to you guys about the new release of iOS 10, which came out today, and give you guys a first look at some of the top features that Apple has released with it. So let's go ahead and turn over to the other camera and take a look at the features. Just went through the updating process to iOS 10. As you see right there, it says 10.0.1, so we're up to date. It took about 30 minutes, I believe, to update. So I'm just going to go ahead and go over a few of the new things that are on iOS 10. So to get started, what we're going to do first is we're going to go to the Messages app, which I feel is some of the biggest updates. And we're going to go to one of my friends here. And as you see, the messaging system's a lot different. So we have these things down here, which is this is where you can draw. And what it'll do is show up in live time on like what you're drawing on their side. So that's pretty neat. And then if you go over here, you can send images, music, and recents. Cher recently played, the last song was Best Love Song, I guess, by T-Pain. So you can go ahead and share that with them. And then if we go over here, like I said, there should be some other that we can do. And it brings up the bigger screen for you to go ahead and draw on. Let's see, if we go over and click on iMessage, we'll be like, hey, how is the pizza? Question mark. And usually there should have been an emoji thing that pops up. Yep. So when you click on the emojis, if you see where it says hey, go ahead and click it. It'll do the wave sign. You can change it to hey, and then when you click on pizza, it switches to the pizza emoji. So if you've been paying attention, or if you had the beta, you should know that those things switch as you're done typing them. So that's pretty cool, I thought. They have changed the way the emojis look, which I think is pretty cool as well. So they're a little bit more defined, sharp, stuff like that. They have a new one, I believe. They have a few new ones, unless I just haven't been paying attention. But they're all pretty neat and the same. So that's the new messaging part of iOS 10. Alright guys, so next up is going to be the maps. What has iOS 10 done for the Apps app? And so far this is pretty neat. Right here you have the temperature down here in the bottom right corner, 81 degrees roughly. Now we're going to go ahead and search for a place or address. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and click on food. And then, so we want to find somewhere to eat decent. So we're going to go ahead and click restaurants. And what it's going to do on the maps is it's going to locate all the places to eat within the area that I want to go to. So if you look, number 1 is going to be Sanctuary Brewing Co., I believe. Not number 1. Number 1 lists on the left, but there's number 9 right here. So there's Sanctuary Brewing Company. Come over here, there's Binion's Roadhouse, and you can scroll through what they go ahead and offer, and it tells you, it gives you Yelp reviews, it gives you how much, roughly how much, if it's an expensive restaurant or a cheap restaurant. So that's pretty neat. And then what you're going to do is if you just want to go to, let's go to West First Pizza, you click on it and you can get directions. It's a 10-minute drive from my location, and go ahead, it gives you the phone number, the website, and the address. It tells you their hours. It doesn't take reservations, they don't do delivery, but it is kid friendly, and it shows you all the reviews on the restaurant, so it's really informative. And I must have clicked on the Yelp reviews and I didn't mean to, so that's pretty neat. And then you can just click on any of the other ones. Let's go ahead and get directions to. So I went ahead and it shows a 10-minute drive from where I live up to Hendersonville. You go ahead and just click go, and it'll go ahead and take you on the fastest route. So that's pretty neat. Alright guys, so another feature on iOS 10, I probably should have started here, but the home screen is a little bit different. If you look down here on the bottom, you have the little camera logo on the right side and another bubble on the left side. So we're going to scroll over, and what this is going to do is this is going to show the camera instead of sliding up like we used to on the bottom right corner. It'll go ahead and show us this, and then if you want to come out of the camera, you're going to swipe the other direction. It's going to show you your top apps, some news, and the time, the date. If you have any events, reminders, or alarms, they're going to show up top. It's going to tell you the weather, where you live, and then calendar, reminders, map destinations, and stops. You can also add widgets, and it says 16 new widgets available, and you're just going to go ahead and edit. You can go ahead and add and remove some of the widgets that are offered. Alright, next up we have some changes to the control center. So what we're going to do is we're going to just slide up like we normally do. If it's your first time opening it up from iOS 10, it'll come up with telling you, you know, something's new, here's what's going on. But right now, as you see, it's a little bit different. We're going to have pages now, so it's still kind of the same, but here you have your airdrop and the night shift, so it changes the blues to an orange. It's the whole sleep thing, you know, oranges help you better, whereas the blues keep you awake. It's a whole different topic. And you have your Bluetooth, your lock screen, all the normal things. Your flashlight, that goes to your timer. I had to click on it because I didn't know. And then you have your calculator and your camera, and then if you slide over, this is where you have your music and stuff like that. So if you're going to go ahead, let's click out of this real quick. We'll go to music. Let's see if we swipe up again. No, I'll play browsing. It still says Tumblr. Anyways, you can switch what you want to play it to. There's iPhone, or I mean, iPhone's your only selection, so if you have AirPlay, you can go ahead and use that. But it has your controls here. You can play fast forward. I don't have Apple Music, so let's see if we can go to my library, songs. So I can't play too much of that due to copyright, but there it is. When you bring up the controls is the new music, and then you can go right back to over here. So if you want to AirPlay it onto a, not an Apple TV, but if you want to, excuse the blurriness. If you want to AirPlay it to a, you know, a stereo system, you can go ahead and do that. So that's the new part with the control center. Alright, so a quick update. I was editing the video and I forgot to mention the fact that iOS 10 is bricking some iPhones and iPads. So for all of you that want to avoid the possibility of this, wait till you get home, go ahead and plug it into your laptop and go ahead and do it through iTunes. It's only been bricking through wireless update, so if you want to be super safe and don't want to have to worry about it, just go ahead and update it through iTunes. Anyways guys, thanks for watching the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely share the video so people can go ahead and learn about the new features, as well as learn about possibly bricking in their update. That way they can go ahead and just do it through iTunes. Thanks for watching guys. I'll see you in the next video.
And you make me feel